everyone, and welcome to Recreate the Real, Episode 2. When I have a few minutes to sit down and draw, sometimes I need inspiration, so I scroll through the posts I've saved on social media to find something I think I could draw. Today I'm going to attempt to draw something similar to this post by Nikki's Doodle. I'm using a tan Zentangle Zendala tile, and I divided it into 8 equal-ish sections. The original post had more than 8 sections, but I think 8 will work on this size paper. I'm using Pentel Energel Kuro pens today. I'm going to use a different pen color for each section, and I'm using the dark navy color to make the lines for my sections. In this first section, I'm using the red pen and a version of the pattern Shattuck, an original Zentangle pattern. This is where I make my first mistake. I shouldn't have drawn lines so far down the pattern. Dog interruption, one moment please. One more second. This pattern is a version of Bead Lines by Margaret Bremer. I'm doing this in the orange color. One second. I'm doing this in the orange color pen. I think next time I would do this a little bit differently. Leave more space in between the beads and make the beads of varying sizes. I don't think I've ever used this pattern before. Dog break. Nope, more dogs. In this section, I'm going to do a pattern that I don't know that there's a name for. I'd never seen it before, and it's something that I probably never would have chosen to do either. However, I'm using the dark green Kuro pen, and I'm going to try it out anyway. One more dog break. All of these sections are sped up time-wise because if you watched me do this in real time, it would take forever. So this next one we're going to call Sand Swirl. I'm not sure if that's the intention of the original artist, and I don't know if my drawing actually comes out like Sand Swirl, but that's what we're going to call it. And I'm using the lighter green Kuro pen. Dog interruption again. This next section is another pattern that I don't think has a name. I'm using the dark blue Kuro pen. The set I purchased came with several different blues in it, and this is not the dark blue, but also not the light blue. And I'm modifying the drawing I'm doing a little bit from the original version. Dog break again. Oh, please don't drool on my drawing. Okay, now we're moving on to the light blue color, and we're going to call this Flux-ish, which is another original Zentangle pattern. I find this pattern really soothing to draw most of the time. This next pattern is another one that I don't think has a name, and it's not something I probably would have ever thought to do on my own. And I'm using the purple pen. I decided to go back in and darken some of the lines to make them stand out a little bit better. And here in this last section, I'm going to use the pink pen to do a version of the Zentangle pattern Crescent Moon. There may be a different name for it, and if anybody knows what it is, please feel free to let me know. I really struggle with this type of pattern because it's hard to get the arches spaced correctly and evenly, but I really love how it always turns out. So there's my finished tile. I'm going to go back through and add some weight to the lines in between, which kind of gives it a pinwheel effect. And I decided to go in with a pencil and do some shading. And then realized, oh, dog interruption. realized that was a terrible idea. I erased all the shading and decided to go in with a Jelly Roll pen and add some highlights instead. Just a few more touches here. So that took me 75 minutes, almost 76. I had so many interruptions, but here is the final product. And overall, I'm very happy with how this turned out. There are patterns that I would never have chosen on my own to do, but I think they all go together nicely. If you're interested in using the Kuro pens for drawing, please check out my review. I've included links for all the products I've used in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this helps you find your inkspiration.